In this tutorial, we're going to create something from scratch using text. So we're going to visit the text area and how to use text in Photoshop. And we're going to apply some effects to this text. So using the effects, we're going to create a texture. Previously, we've created a glass texture. Now we're going to create a plastic texture on text. So let's start exploring the text area in Photoshop. So I'm going to File, New, and I'm going to change the size, say 800, another landscape, 400, resolution 72. Click OK. Right, so how I can use text in Photoshop? First of all, we need to go to the toolbox here, and we have this letter T. So I click on it or right click on it. I can see different type of text type: horizontal, vertical type, horizontal type mask, or vertical type mask. Just a brief information about the type mask tool. Type mask tool will create a selection instead of a text with color, and you can fill it in with different colors. We're not going to cover these two, but we're going to talk about the normal typing tool. So the vertical typing tool will type vertically, the horizontal type tool will type normally. So once you select the text, you will see the cursor changes. You can click on your canvas, and once the cursor starts blinking, you can start typing. So till now, nothing strange. So how can I change the color of a text and change the size of a text? I'm going to type ABC in capital letters. As you can see right now, if I go on the menu option bar on top, I can see that the font style is Comic Sans MS. I can change the style from regular, italic, bold, or bold italic. And I can change the size using the following points from the drop-down menu. I can go up to 72. I need to highlight the text first, then select here and set 72. If you want to enlarge text more than 72, back to the type tool, you can type a value inside here, for example 100 pt. Always we need to highlight here first 100 pt. Or you can use the transform tool. So I can click on the move tool first, go to edit, transform, scale, and scale my text. So this is what I can do to enlarge my text. Press enter, and there I am with my new size. Back to the type tool. Always when you want to modify the text, you need always to be on the type tool environment. And on the option menu bar, you can see that I can change also if I want centered, left adjustment, right adjustment, and also change the color here. Here I have this tool, is the warp tool. This section I have a list of preset warped text effects. So for example, I'm going to highlight that text here, click on this icon, click OK, this type of text here, and style none. But if I select a list from the none drop down list here, fish for example, you can see that the text changed shape. You can also modify this. You can do it horizontal or you can do it vertical. Once you're ready, click OK and click on empty space here so you can see the text, the normal text. There you are. So we have also warped the text. If you want to access a small word processor, you need to change the working space, or otherwise you can go to Window, go Character, and you will have a small panel here with all the tools related to text, paragraph, characters, and so on and so forth. If we take a look, I'm going to reset my workspace. If you take a look to the layers, you can see that the text layer is different from other layers. Okay, I can remove this and put this into the bin. We can also create a text boxed area in Photoshop. Once again, you select the type tool, press your left mouse button and drag a square, and this will be the area where you will be typing. And you can, with the move tool, drag your area, your text area, wherever you want. Okay, I'm going to put this into the bin. Yes. So now we've been going a short overview of how to use text. We're going to start our tutorial. We're going to type text and apply this plastic texture effect. Before starting, I'm going, as usual, remove the lock and fill this area with black color. So make sure the foreground color is black. Select the paint bucket tool and fill in the area with black color. Now, we are going to type a word. We are going to create a plastic texture. Therefore, we're going to write plastic. So go to the type tool from the toolbox, letter D. Make sure you are on the horizontal type tool. And we're going to set the following from the menu option bar on top. First of all, we're going to change the font style. So click on the drop down menu, and from the list here, you should have, let's see, we need a bold, rich bold text. Okay, Bauhaus 93. Bauhaus 93. Select Bauhaus. We're going to keep the text 200 points. So highlight, click in the value box and set to 200 pt. Make sure you type pt here. We can keep this left aligned text. The color, click on the box here so we can choose the color, and I'm going to keep the color on the blue stage. So these are the values of our blue color for the word. Doesn't matter the color because actually we will change this using the FX, but I'm going to keep it blue. So it's R3, G113 and B136. R3, G113 and B136. Click OK and click here in this black area. Once you see the cursor blinking, just type the word plastic. Okay. Once you have typed, select the move tool and place it somewhere in the middle here. That's it. Now we can start applying some effects. So go to the effects down here, select blending options. And we're going to start by using some inner glow, which will help us to put some inner shadow around here, making it a little bit roundish. I'm going to zoom a little bit then so you can see better what's happening. Okay, put this here, effects, blending options. So inner glow, here it is. So I ticked and highlighted inner glow. Obviously I'm going to change some settings. I don't want an inner glow that's lighter than my blue color, but I want an inner glow that is darker to give some inner shadow. So first of all, I'm going to change blend mode from screen to multiply, so it's get a little bit darker here. I'm going to change the opacity to 50%, and obviously I'm going to change the color from this light yellow here into a darker blue color, and I'm going to select this dark color. So it's the value, it's 54280. 54280. As you can see, I have the edges here that are darkened and give some roundish effect. So I'm going to click OK. You can play around with the settings if you want. For example, if you want to increase the opacity, you can see what's happened here. In fact, I'm going to keep the opacity 64%. Okay, now the elements, make sure you have an element set as follow. Edge selected, choke 0, and set the size to 13 pixels. This will give a better effect. Okay, here. All right. Okay, so once we have set the shadow, so to make a roundish effect, we're going to set the bevel and emboss. So tick bevel and emboss and highlight bevel and emboss. Here is the main settings that we will change, or we will apply the plastic texture on this text. So make sure here everything is set as it is. All right, so let's start actually the size and the depth. It's 131%. We're going to change this to 131%. The size 18 pixels. The rest will remain everything as it is. So it's direction up, soften 0, and everything will keep the settings. Now, as regards to the shadings, we are going to keep 120 degrees as light. Actually, we're going to change some things here. The altitude, make it 60. Okay, so we start seeing some effects here. So angle 120, altitude 60, and we are going to change the gloss contour. The gloss contour actually is the reflection that hits the object that will change also the appearance of it. It's like having a mirror and reflecting the mirror on an edge. Okay, so it will change the aspect. So let's start changing here. So tick anti-aliased, this will make it smoother. And here we have this small arrow, and we can see a list of contours, but these are not what we want, and we need also to name them so we can address the correct contour. On the upper right corner we have this small drop down menu. Click on it and down click contours. This box here, just click append to add more contours to the one existed. So we have more contours, but still we don't have the name here. So once again I'm going to click on the upper right corner here, and I'm going to select large list. The large list will give us thumbnails and names for each contour. And we're going to apply the scroll down, ring, here it is. Ring triple contour. And you can see that we've changed completely the reflection. We still need to set up. So we have a different reflection because we applied a different contour. So to set up this, these are the settings that we need to set. Make sure, first of all, that here is everything as it is. Screen. Now the opacity will go up to 100. Here it's multiply, and the opacity for the shadow mode multiply will go down to 0. And here we have our plastic texture. We need just to refine a little bit this texture by going back to the bevel and emboss here. And this time I'm going to refine the contour. So tick contour here, okay, and click on it. So we enter the contour section on its own. So tick contour and click on it. And from here, from this drop down menu, I'm going to select the shallow slope valley. This will smooth a little bit more the plastic. The shallow slope valley. Click OK, and here I am with my plastic effect using effects, and just make it 100% so we can see the original size. Some text. So it's a plastic effect using text and effects. You have a hard copy of this tutorial on the website.